What's up, y'all? This is Rainman, and originally this video was gonna be called "Juggalos Are a Gang." Stop whining. Here are the why it makes sense, why it doesn't make sense. But you know what? My views have changed. I gathered my thoughts. I've had opinions. I have asked opinions of other juggalos. I've had other juggalos give me their opinions, and I really thought about this. And um, this video is now called "Why Juggalos Don't Want to Be Referred to as Gangs." But a family, okay, so in my video, inside my channel, I was talking about the juggalo mentality, the juggalo state of mind, where um, us juggalos do things differently than other people that were considered weird. For example, we paint up our faces even though we're not going to a concert, even though it's not a holiday. Why do we do that? Because to us, it's cool. To us, that's awesome. Why do we, to us, we drink Fago. Why do we drink Fago? Why do we shower in Fago? But what, and when people drink Fago, it tastes nasty. But when we taste it, it tastes awesome. Um, why is it that? Because to us, Fago tastes awesome. Fago feels awesome it feels great whenever it's on us. It's just cool being showered in Fago, and this goes big on the music. To the music we're listening to, people may think it's stupid, it's not good, or it's weird how um two clowns are just talking about rape, murder, and violence and shit like that. But we like it, and we say there's messages inside them and shit like that. That's the juggle state of mind. We see and view things differently than other people. Um, and what you call why juggalos don't want to be referred to as a gang? Well, um, what is it that every gang has that juggalos don't have? Every gang has a member. Every single one of their member has committed a crime to be in the gang or to stay in the gang. You know, and juggalos, at least 20% of them did crimes. They love to do crimes. They love to get in trouble with the law, or they're just troublemakers. They're just born troublemakers. The other 80%, kids, parents. I'm not saying all parents are good. For example, the Juggalo Jules, she was not a good parent. Um, and you know, a lot of them goes to the people who don't want to get in trouble. A lot of people who don't take the music to a whole new level where you just reenact it. You know, and a lot of juggles take a lot of shit too far that made us turned out like this. Made us turned out to look like a gang and turned out to make us look like a cult and shit like that. Um, and it's that's the juggles. A lot of juggles, they view their things differently. They see things differently, and it's that I don't give a fuck mentality that a lot of juggalos have. Um, but sometimes it comes to the point that they become selfish. I mean, it's like fuck your problems. My problems are more important to me and shit like that. But that's that I don't give a fuck mentality. They take that shit to the point of being selfish. And what you call it? And here's one thing: juggalos are criticized from the beginning. From the beginning, juggalos are criticized into being a gang, to being weird people, to being a cult, etc. So every time we're mentioned to be a gang, a lot of juggalos react to it. React to it. I'm not talking about in a good way. I'm talking about whenever they go like, "Man, we are not a gang. We are a family." Okay, and a lot of them cannot accept it. A lot of them cannot. I'm not saying that we are a gang. I'm just saying, at this point, it's kind of hard to tell because that juggalo mentality. It's how we view things and how non-juggalos view things upon us. And you know, um, a lot of people start bringing up songs and albums like they start bringing up Blaze's album, the Gang Rags. If y'all look at the 2010s Blaze gathering seminar, the Blaze seminar, he said that he saw that Nightline episode, and you know, he saw that Nightline episode, and he said that bitch, she calls the gang and shit. So you know what? I just started making fun of them and putting out the album called Gang Rags. You know, And the ABK song, gang related. Um, that song was just mostly talking about how we do shit that reflects upon non-juggalos, people who don't understand us, like if you're repping JRB, you might be gang related. Yeah, we're repping. If people rep JRB, it's repping JRB, but to other people, they're gonna be referred to as gang related. JRB is gang related. And yeah, but you know, ever since the cops have been saying that we're gang related, that we're classified as a gang, Juggo's been taking this shit to a whole new level. Now, I like what Twisted Villain, yes, Twisted Villain. I don't like to say Sugar Bear 1995 to 2011 because I didn't know him as Sugar Bear. I know him as Twisted Villain. You could do a Twisted Villain and Cali Green Too Fresh. You could do what they're doing. They're making fun of us being called a gang. Like they're saying, "Oh yeah, I'm a gang member. I'm a gang member. Let's throw up our signs." That's why they Twisted Villain and Cali Green Too Fresh are two of my favorite people on YouTube. You know. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I ain't gonna I ain't gonna let the FBI classify me of who I am. I mean, I barely throw up the wicked clown sign. I barely say whoop whoop on the internet. I barely, talk about axes and shit. I rarely talk about that shit. I barely do anything gang related. Rarely of that occasion. But I ain't gonna let no FBI classify me of who I am. I know what I am, and if I want to accept me being a gang member, then maybe I'll accept it. As my point, Juggalos being a gang, it's how Juggalos view things. It's everyone's gonna have their sayings on everything. Either they're gonna fight it, or they're gonna accept it, or they're gonna make fun of it. But yeah, this is my video. I don't know if it's that good or not, because talking about gang shit is not my style. I'm mostly just trying to make fun. I'm just, mostly the person that's trying to be entertaining and try to make people laugh. But yeah, this is my video. Um, Hope y'all listen to it. Think about it. Juggalos, gangs, not gangs, family. View on that. So peace.